Hello. One of my favourite stories in the Bible. It's the book of Esther. Maybe you have read it. And it's the story of a little orphan girl who was adopted by her uncle Mordecai. But then the country was overrun and the land of Israel was taken over. The people of Israel, they were captured, and so the little girl found herself a captive with her uncle in a foreign country. But you know, God was still there with them. Though everything had gone wrong. It must have been hard for her because she must have lost her parents at a young age, because her uncle brought her up. And so her uncle was very wise and he was looking after her. And it's an amazing story, this, because though she was a little orphan girl, she ended up to be a queen, okay? The queen of that country. And I'm going to play this is little PlayStation. Little music station, I should say. Little music station. It's not a games thing. But I'm going to play it, and I think you'll enjoy the little song. And the Lord gave it me years ago, and it's been in the drawer for a long time. But it's a story of how a little slave girl became a queen, okay? In the Bible there was a story of a little girl who rose to fame. She had such beauty, yet was an orphan in a foreign country. Esther was her name. God gave her virtue and lovely manners. She was admired by all who saw her face. And when the king of Persia held a beauty contest, lovely Esther won first place. That little orphan in that fair palace had a crown of gold placed on her head. There was great rejoicing. She was a queen now, and was the fairest queen, everybody said. But she had a secret she had not told them, for she was a slave girl from the Jewish race. But God had placed her where He would have her, so she could rescue Jews and plead the case. There is a lesson in this Bible story. Esther obeyed God, and so much sweet. She risked her life for the Jewish nation, and so she triumphed gloriously. When you become a Christian and you love Jesus, He wants to give you a golden crown. God's Spirit will fill you when you give Him first place. And if you obey Him, He'll call you His own. God's Spirit will fill you when you give Him The Lord bless you. When you give him first place in your life, you let him come over, take over your life, then you're going to find that is when your life really begins. And I found that as years ago when I asked Jesus to come take over fully in my life. That was when the joy came in. You know, if you've just got one foot in the worldly things, you like to do the things that you like to do, and then you'll go to church if you feel like it, you know, and you just please yourself what you want to do. Or you might be distracted by all the family and all the other things, and there's lots of things you have to do. But you know what? It's when you say, yes, God, I want to do what you want to do. That is when life really begins. God bless you.